Thank you and welcome into this video. I would like to walk you through how you can register items in the eTIMS portal. That is assuming you have already onboarded your business with the eTIMS and you already have an account. What you need to do in order to register item under the eTIMS taxpayer portal, you just need to sign in to the eTIMS. So just sign in to the portal the normal way. Just use your KRA password, that is the individual PIN in case you are individual, or the PIN of the company in case you are registering item for the company. So, and then the password, and then log in if you already have an account. If you don't have an account, you are supposed to sign up to first, create an account and onboard that business. So just log in. When you log in, you should be taken into this interface. Just come to where we have item management. So under the item management, we have three major sections which you need to recognize. So which you deal with this scenario, there are these two: search item classification and search registered item. So just come to where we have search item classification. So under the item classification, this is where we have the item classification code. In simple word, item classification code, we call them harmonized code or standard codes, which represent different products or different items rather than using the names of these products. So that is the whole analogy of item classification code. So these item classification code, they are the codes which will help us to register these items in the eTIMS. So in a certain scenario, I want to register an unstock item, which is consulting, which I do. So just come here and write consult, and then I'll come here and check the code which correlates to this operation which I usually do. So you can just come here and search by the category name. So let us give it time. Also, when it is searching, these standard codes or this harmonized code originate from here. That's why you are seeing we are searching from United Nations standard product and service codes. So all these codes, they are here. When I search consulting, whenever you notice a code is missing under the eTIMS taxpayer portal, you can easily get this code from this section and come and populate it here, and it will work perfectly. So here is what I want to do. So what I usually do is business and corporate management consultation services. So I just come here, take this code here and copy. Then I'll come here and notice the code which I have copied. So I can open another tab. Hopefully it will not disallow me to duplicate. And when I open another tab, I can come here and search registered item. So when I come to where I have registered item, I have not registered this service and I want to register it now with you. So just come here and choose register. When I choose register, I'll come here and search for the code, for the item code. So just come here and paste it here. I'll not waste a lot of time. It is here. Then I'll come here and choose the tax type. The tax type in my scenario, I am an unvat. Then I'll come here and choose the item name. So the item name will just come here. That's why I have not closed this section. I'll come and copy these here. Then click copy. And when I click copy, we'll just come here and populate this field. Simple. Then I'll come here and choose the item standard name. So you can choose the item standard name, but I'll just maintain this name in the item standard name. We just use this similar name. This is just for identification purposes. So a lot of people usually overthink about this. The item type is basically a service I'm offering. So in case you are offering a stock item, you could have said you offer finished product. Maybe we can assume you sell maybe alcoholic products. Maybe you sold maybe a smine of somewhere. Could just say that one is a finished product. Then you come here, the packaging unit. The packaging unit, in my case, because it is a service, we can use the number of hours. So we come here. Let me come here and choose if I can see net or number. Either I can use net here. So barcode, I am not applying barcode. Basic price for the commodity. So I can say I offer, maybe this you can adjust it. Is a variable. This is you can be able to change is is a variable number, which is you can be able to change or adjusted, so it is not constant or fixed. So the country of origin in this scenario, I have Kenya is Kenya here. Kenya is here, 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 is here. Just a minute. Is here. Then the quantity unit. So the quantity unit in most cases is hours. I don't know if I get hours or just use number. Let's see if we can see something which correlates with this number of hours. The status is active, whether it is available, whether it is available to apply insurance. So in case unapplied, then you can save. Do you want to register? Yes. Let's see. Let us give it time to register and see how it have registered, and then I do a demo of the stock item, and we can call it a day as long as today was concerned. So let us do one for the stock item. So come here, and now we register stock item. So you can assume a scenario where you are dealing maybe with alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. So I can come here and search for beverages. So in case you notice a code is missing here, so I wanted to emphasize on this, come and search it here, and immediately you come and register it at the eTIMS, it will basically appear. So we need to register beverages. So when it comes to you want to get granular, you can choose is alcoholic beverage. When you don't want to go to granular, you can just come here and choose a open code which represent a family, which is, and I usually prefer using the family code, like this one for beverages. You come here and you take this code, you copy it, you come here, and now we need to register, hoping you already have the analogy, search and add another item. So we are assuming now I'm setting a stock item. So come here and register that item. So just come here, and under here, I'll come and copy this code to avoid making a lot of error. So what I did, I opened a window as a duplicate, then come and paste this code here, beverage. So this code can cover both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverage. That is where it is a family code. It is a broad code which is multi-versatile. It can be able to cover a lot of items. So you come here and maybe have not registered in this scenario with VAT, but in your case when doing the registration, maybe you have registered your company with VAT. You need to choose and registering that you are dealing with VAT agent, and maybe you are a VAT registered agent. So when we come to the item type, an item type is the finished product. So this is not a service, because now we are dealing with alcohol now or non-alcoholic beverages. Now this is a finished product which we are selling. So the packaging unit can be bottle. In most scenario, protected cylindrical bottle, or maybe say protected cylindrical bottle. Then do they have barcode? If they have barcode, you can input barcode number here. So the basic price, we can say maybe it is 1,500 for this type of beer. So the item name I had forgotten, maybe we can say it is black ice. No, we need to take the item name from here. I'm sorry. So it is beverage. I'm sorry. Let us come and populate it here. The item standard name, maybe we can say this is not a must, but you can get granular. Maybe you want to impress the revenue authority and say this is a bottle of bright ice here. Then you can come here and choose the country of origin. The country of origin is Kenya. So just come here, search where Kenya is. So this is very simple. You can do it regardless of the country which you are, and be able to do easy invoicing. So I'll come here and choose Kenya here. Just a minute. I choose Kenya here. I choose it. Here is here. So the quantity we measure Airtel in cubic meters or liters. You see, it is just half a liter. It's a measurable variable. So this is active. We can come here. Does it? No. I need an applied. then additional information. This is because in case you need to give more explanation about this product, then save. So this is easy. This is how we register items under eTIMS. You can register as many items as you have. But now the question comes here. So maybe you have like 6,000 items which need to get into the system. What are you supposed to do? So in case you have many items which you want to register via eTIMS, you create something we call import scenario. And what is import scenario? You just download this Excel sheet here. And using this Excel sheet, I want to open it with the normal Excel so that I demonstrate to you something. So it's here. So let me open it with Microsoft Excel for clarity. So I need to open this. I need to open these. I need to open these. Give me read only. No, I don't want read only. I want to edit this document here. So let me open it. Just a minute. I reopen it again. I reopen it again here so that I can be able to explain to you. So read only. You can just put it read only so that we can be able to. So you can come here, enable editing here. So you can come here, populate these details of all the products which you have, input them in Excel. When you put all these details in Excel, you can be able to create an import scenario which you can be able to come and upload these details. So I want to get back. I want to get back to where I was. Where were we? And come and upload it here. Upload it into the eTIMS by just populating all these details in that Excel sheet, and then do an import scenario and put the data into the eTIMS. So that is how easy it is to register items. So you must not do it manually. So in case even Excel is a manual way, but in case you have a lot of products which you want to register, you can just do the import scenario and register this item and do mass registration of this item. So the second thing is registration of customer management. So you can be able also to register your customers under this section. So KRA is just giving us like an ERP which you can be able to work with, because it's multi-versatile. Everything which you want in an ERP is already provided here. Technically, not saying everything, but close to everything, you can get it here. So you can be able to put the data of all your customers, and when you're invoicing, you not keep on keying in your customer. You'll be picking that customer because it's already registered. So you can just come here and choose register a customer. Input the details of that customer and register that customer. That was an additional note. So in case you have any query, I think it's time we can lapse on this, and I think I have explained it to my best of capability on how to understand this thing. So in case you lack any code, I have explained you can easily get it under the United Nations Standard Product and Service Code. So this is where even KRA usually derive these codes from. So in case you lack the code of something you want to get granular about what you want to register under the eTIMS, you can easily get those codes here. So thank you for watching. In case you have any query, you can reach me using the personal contact in the description of this video, or using our emails, and we shall be able to guide you on eTIMS registration and onboarding a business via eTIMS to ensure you are tax compliant and you don't get into problem with the Revenue Authority. So thank you for watching and have a nice day ahead.